I always thought there was a lesson to be learned in the Wright brothers' success, especially over another team that was trying to build a flying machine that was better funded, Langley's team. So I decided to ask Grok the question, why did the Wright brothers succeed but Langley fail? So these questions will be found in the comments below, so you can ask Grok yourself. Then I asked, did limited finances contribute to a more thoughtful approach? That was pretty interesting. I suggest you ask that question because they got powered flight for about $1,000 of 1903 money versus Langley that had a $50,000 grant from the War Department. So you think they would be able to get it done. And what I found is they had limited finances. They had to think a lot before they went and built something. They built stuff, but they did it in very small, controlled increments. And they just didn't blow through their cash. There's a lesson to be learned in that. Now let's take a look and apply that to the molten salt breeder reactor research and activity going on here. Here we have the MSRE lid. This is all the research that went into just understanding how the lid works. If you don't have a properly designed lid, you can't get to your stuff. So thorough research was done to understand the lid. And now we understand the lid, exactly how it works. Let's move forward in time to the 4528 report. A lot of research was done, and we now know exactly how this reactor works. Same thing with the primary heat exchanger. A lot of research was done, and we now know how that works. And also the drain tanks. A lot of research, then we do modeling. Again, let's move further in time to the 4541 report. This is a current project under development, but a lot of research is going on just to establish the model. It's not about just building a reactor. It's about building a reactor, having access to that reactor, getting the reactor out of the cell, moving it over here and putting it into storage and replacing it with a new one. What we're dealing with here is these are large nuclear clocks in the sense of the orchestration it takes to make sure everything goes together. The research just in understanding the relationship of just what you see here is immense. Multiple drawings are referenced and referenced to each other in trying to understand the intricacies of what's going on. So if we go back to our original image here, we see a pattern in the way they operated. They did lots of research, then they made incremental advances forward to finally get controlled powered flight with limited resources. We want to do the same thing with MSBRs. We want to squeeze as much information we can out of the technical documents that have left behind. We want to squeeze all that information out and use that as a baseline to move all this molten salt breeder reactor work forward.